it's obvious to us from what we are seeing. But even before the COVID-19, it's obvious that the world of work is changing. Maybe COVID-19 just ginger us to be awake to the fact that the world of work is changing. But be that as it may, we are not ready for the future of work. We are going to get there, but we are not ready yet. So we need to now say, what do we do with the work that we have right now? For people in business, there are innovative ways that they can continue to be relevant even in the lockdown. This is the time to make positive use of the social media. Engage with your customers on social media. For example, in Oyo State, it's partial lockdown. So this is the time to engage, to say, oh, partial lockdown, this is what we can offer you. Now you can make your orders online. So if I know that I can do that, my customer or the person I'm buying from will always communicate with me, then I'm likely to stick to that person and continue to make my business. So for small scale businesses, because most of us from morning till night we sit behind the WhatsApp and be reading news, whether good or bad or what. But that same WhatsApp, you can engage with your customers and you can still be making money. I remember a young guy, I just sent him a design and I said, oh, have a look at this. And he said, even though there is lockdown, I'm working from home and my supplier can always supply me. And I laughed and I said, well, I've not been paid my salaries. And we both laughed on. So many people are making fantastic use of the social media. I know a young lady who is also into auto gaming. So now she's engaging her customers to provide free online training on how to make money from their Instagram. Now those are the ways that small businesses can still maintain their customers. This is the time to make use of discounts. If you order ABCD, I give you X discount. An average person wants a discount. So we can keep tab on our businesses using the social media. Open communication with our customers. Making good use of the social media, not just for frivolities, but to project our businesses. Some government work can also make use of social media depending on who you relate with in your offices. Now, when the lockdown started and they said people can work from home, I laughed. And I said, people can work from home with what? People in the West are working from home because on the street, everywhere, you have access to the internet. Now that is not the case here. So who is going to supply and provide and pay for the data that they are going to use? How many of those jobs that you have asked them to do from home is connected? Everything is still in the hard file in the office. So how will people work from home when they can't have access? That's why I said COVID-19, if we are wise to see, has opened our eyes to things that we ought to have done that we haven't done. If our things are automated, for example, it's very easy to work from home because I just click on the button, I get all the files I want, I do that. But that is not possible. Homes are not connected to Wi-Fi. And if people should work from home, how will they work from home? With what are they going to work from home? So in ensuring that people still keep their jobs, government should ensure that things are in place. I know the tendency is to say, after all, since the lockdown, things are going, we will run into trouble. If we just say, oh, because things are going during lockdown, so you don't need some people, we will run into trouble. Because whatever is going on is not the reality of the amount of work. But what this tells us is that we can improve the work environment where people work, so that people can be more productive and prepare for the future of work. Now people already know with COVID-19 that it can't be business as usual anymore. I need to do something extra. I need to add added value so that I can continue to be relevant. That is what COVID-19 has done to us. So that some jobs will not be lost is not correct. Some jobs will be lost, but in the midst of that, people should prepare to be able to do something different. Government should ensure that truly people can sit down and work at home by providing all the logistics important for people in business, especially the small scale business people. This is the time to have communication with our customers, effective use of the social media, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook. I mean, you know, this one of the things that worry people in this lockdown, especially in the southwest of Nigeria that I'm familiar with, is that people miss their O&B. People miss their O&B. There are many ashwebis that have been bought that the lockdown have refused people to wear. But as an entrepreneur, you can do an online party that everybody will, you see that, I will wear my ashwebi and you will see me that truly I'm in my ashwebi and I'm dancing. You can do online, you can host party online. Those are innovative ways that you can keep your customers. And people can rely that, look, no matter what, this person always have a way of breaking through. If not for COVID-19, nobody ever thinks that people can actually sit down at home and do service at home. But now people sit at home dressed as if they are going to church and they are behind the screen. So businesses, you throw online party, don't cancel your day off. The law says not more than 10. If it's wedding, 10. Husband and wife, 2. Parents, 2 parents, 6. The reverend, 7. Maybe 1 or 2, 3 people, 10. Put it on social media. Everybody is joining you, everybody is dancing. The day is still made. For all you know, it is in crisis that some people make their billions. My advice for young people is look at the opportunity in this and cash in on it. There are so many opportunities. People cannot move away from their area, and you have a skill. Why don't you project that skill to people around you who don't know, and you make your money? So I don't have to now leave my environment to go and make my hair or make my clothes, because you are there and you say, oh, there are things that people will need that they cannot go for. And so I appeal to young people that they should sit down and look around them. There are many things around us that people don't see, but whoever wants to be an entrepreneur would see. Why do Chinese people come to Nigeria? It's because they see money that Nigerians don't see. And there are so many things in Nigeria that we have refused to see. And the Yorubas have a say that money is where the shit is. Those jobs that you think, that's it, I can't touch it, that is where the money is. And then when you make the money, it doesn't smell. Everybody wants to mill around you, but nobody wants to soil their hands. So for young people, there are many things around us, many opportunities around us that we can cash in on, and it will work. But the problem is that everybody wants to hit it big, bam. but there's nowhere that you hit it big like that if it is not fraudulent. A successful person builds from the scratch and then gradually grow, and this is the time to do it. I'm appealing to young people, look around you where you are. There are opportunities, many opportunities. There are older people around us who need people to clean for them, and they are willing to pay. So there are many things around us. All we need to do is to calm down and look at the opportunities around us. I understand why young people will want to say, no, we have to take it by force. It's because they see some level of injustice and think that, I mean, why should I go and suffer? Why should I go and suffer when somebody is making so much money? So why do you want me to go and suffer? The government is supposed to do this for me now. The government is supposed to do that for me. That is the mindset, and nobody is faulting them for that, because we live in trying times. But beyond that, going by force will not solve the problem. For government, I think we need to look inwards and not adopt a one-size-fits-all solution to this. We need to look inside of us for a solution that will work for us. I always laugh and I say, in politics, if we borrow American system, it does not work for us. British system is not working for us. We try the French system. Let us try our own. We can have hybrid of different kinds of things. And I always tell people, when people are coming to power, don't ask them to take oath of office with Bible or Quran. Give them Ogun, Shango, Amadioha. Let them take an oath of office with it. You know, we fear those ones because they will give instant judgment. But the God of the Bible is long suffering. He will give you a lot of opportunities to repent. And so we need to look inwards at what is it that will work for us. Rather in Portugal, and they are trying to keep afloat despite what is happening now in the COVID era. They are trying to do many things to make businesses still thrive. They are trying to do some things that they are doing is like looking at the taxes that people are paying, waiving taxes for businesses. They are looking at people not paying rents. If they are occupying government shops and all of that, not paying rent, so that it can ameliorate the suffering of people, and then people's business can still keep afloat. I think our government can borrow from a few of those and also look inwards to say what is it that will work for us. And finally, COVID-19 is an eye-opener that we need to make sure our systems are functional. Health system, educational system, economy. It's obvious that we are not there. COVID-19 has opened our eyes to let us see that we need to make sure those things are functional. Otherwise, it is not now that midstream they will be saying, oh, start going online teaching. It should have been a seamless transition if our educational system were standing. Our health system is strained already. Now COVID-19 is further going to strain that health system. So it's an eye-opener for government to say, let us put our resources where it's going to be most beneficial to us.